Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and to get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I'm going to talk on a Sattvic diet, and I'm also going to get into the benefits of a Sattvic diet. All right, so let's get into this. So a Sattvic diet is pretty much a diet consisting of vegetables, fruits, cereals, legumes, things like this, right? Anything out of this little context is pretty much going to be non-Sattvic, and it can actually bring you into a lower vibrational state, right? Sattvic diet is purely for coming into higher states of health, right, or a higher state of truth as well. So if you follow the Sattvic diet, right, and you can also do research if you want, only to clarify more, right, because I'm not going to be able to go over everything, but a Sattvic diet is pretty much vegetables, fruits, cereals, legumes, things like this, right? Trust yourself, okay? Because you know what a Sattvic diet may be already, just with the intuition that you're holding, okay? So let me see. The most Sattvic food is going to be fruit for you, right? And this is very, very simply understood only because we are supposed to be monkeys, and the monkeys, well, according to our digestive tract's length and measurements and whatnot, the most adequate food to be digesting is going to be fruits, okay? So fruits, these are the best for your body because they're the most easily digested, the quickest, so they aren't kept within the stomach too long, so you can still be active while you're also digesting, and they're not very heavy. They're mainly water, right? So we get to keep a very, very, very connection with H2O, right? We're 70% water, so we need a healthy connection with H2O to be in connection with higher dimension, right? But not only higher dimension, but states of health, okay? So fruit's only gonna take like 2 to 3 hours to digest fully, no matter how much you're gonna have, right? Vegetables are gonna take like 12 hours, but they're both good for you. Okay, these are both very, very good for you to keep you in a deeper state of health. Okay. Now, non-Sattvic foods are going to be things like eggs. I think fish also, fish and eggs are non-Sattvic, okay? Not that you can't have them, you can have them if you want because it's your choice, but these are going to bring you out of deeper synchronous experiences, okay, and deeper truths to come with those synchronous experiences. And obviously things like meat and fish and meat and milk, I believe, is also a non-Sattvic. Okay, it may be, it may not. You can have like almond milk or something, or coconut milk. Coconut milk is great for you. Okay. So if you stick to the Sattvic diet, obviously you're going to come into an alignment with the universe, because the amount of karmic residue, or the amount of karmic accumulation that comes with eating some of the non-Sattvic foods is going to be liberated or cleared away, and you are going to be able to lighten up in vibration. And as you come to lighten up in vibration, it's going to be very much easier to be more receptive to higher dimensions. Okay, and higher dimensions is what is needed for you as an individual, as a soul, to accelerate your progression. Okay, so Sattvic diet most definitely needed for coming into higher truth. Okay, which come with the universal alignment, right? That comes with the lighter vibration. Okay. I was talking yesterday on parasitic foods, right? Parasitic foods. These are foods that hold a lot of parasites within them, and I'm gonna say that fast food is probably gonna be the main source of parasitic food because to start, fast food places or corporations are heavily infested with parasites because of the uncleanliness or the unsanitariness of everything. It's very dirty in these places. So the food definitely is holding more parasites in them, and you got to take care of the microbiome, the gut, right? Because the gut is a second brain, and this is where trust the gut comes from, because it is a second brain. And there most of the what is it called? The nervous system is centered at the gut. Okay, so this decides a lot before your brain is actually able to come to a solution through thought, right? So they say to trust the gut because it's made the decision faster than your thought has. Um, but the gut is a microbiome, so the better you take care of the microbiome of the gut, the more that you're going to be in a state of health. And the more that it's left imbalanced and the more that it gets dirty, the more susceptible you are to mental illness, because the gut, once again, and the brain are literally directly connected, and the heart as well. All three of these are directly connected through the nervous system. So the dirtier that the microbiome as a gut is, or the gut as a microbiome is, the more that these three are going to get put off of balance, and it's going to be hard to come into a proper or a foolhardy or strengthened alignment, right? So you want to keep it clean, and a Sattvic diet will do that for you. And fasting as well. Fasting is going to allow you to clean the microbiome. A Sattvic diet is going to allow you to keep the microbiome as the gut clean as well, because it's much easier to take care of the gut when the Sattvic diets consistence are put in the body, because they're much cleaner, right, than some of the other ones. And meat is not one to be looked towards. It's not Sattvic because it has a lot of protein, right? And we as humans don't actually need this much protein, because it causes cancer. Over excessive protein causes cancer because it can actually form the proteins can build up in one area of the body, and they can actually cause an overgrowth of one cellular deposit or posit, and it can actually then lead to an overgrowth, which causes an imbalance, and then things like tumors or something like this can grow in your body. So we don't need this much protein, but you can get all the proteins you can from the constituents of the Sattvic diet, right? So very, very simple. And this is why you want to follow the Sattvic diet if you are into deeper synchronous experiences, or even mysticism, or even aligning yourself, right, with the universe more deeply, more intimately. But it's all up to you. You can still do this. It's just going to be vastly different from what is going to be easier on your body. Okay, so let me see. The Sattvic diet, very, very simple to follow. All you need to follow is, or stay away from meats, stay away from fish, stay away from eggs, try to stay away from dairy milk, right? I don't know, dairy milk is actually non-Sattvic. I just say to stay away from it because it's very acidic, and you want to alkaline your body as much as possible, because this is going to allow you to come into deeper electrical connection with the universe, which is needed for deeper plasmic states, which is more blissful. Okay, but let me see. It's the Sattvic diet will allow you to come into a higher vibration, very simply, right? And once you're in this higher vibration, your body is naturally going to understand that it doesn't actually need some of the lower vibrational foods that you have used to fuel it previous before taking up a vegetarian or fruitarian or Sattvic diet, right? Um, or there's even like an Ital diet, which is just like raw fruit, raw vegetables. I don't think you cook anything, and I don't really think you use oil either, which is really good. Because I think Rastas or even some of these people would try it, right, or would use it, and it's supposed to get you deeply in connection with the universe, right? So it's also a good diet. Uh, but these are just to help you cleanse yourself inwardly, right, and outwardly obviously as well, because once you clean yourself inwardly, outwardly you are going to be cleansed as well, and these are also to get you in alignment with the universe through more natural means if you aren't into like meditation and doing things like this, right, or taking substances to get you in tune. You can always just use a diet, right, and let me see. It starts with fruits or vegetables, right? This is the most simple thing. You can slowly replace what you got going right now. Take out everything that is non-Sattvic or reduce any of the consumption by a percentage that you're comfortable with a vegetable or fruit, right? Or cereals or like anything. And keep that process up until you get more and more comfortable with making the full switch, right? It's very, very simple though, because once you're there, once you have switched completely, your body, the signals or the way it is at the time that you have switched, or after a certain time that you have switched, it knows that it's much more beneficial for the sustainment of your body rather than the decayment of your body, right? By this I mean that your body is easily sustained and it's able to get in higher energetical states or higher vibration. It's much more receptive to metaphysicality rather than eating some of the already decayed foods, right? Like eggs. Eggs is not good for you. Okay, these also have a lot of over protein, over excessive protein, right? So people say you need protein, and obviously you do, but you don't need as much protein as these foods are offering you because it causes cancer, right? And they've said that red meat causes cancer because it does, right? We don't need to eat red meat. We can live off of vegetables and fruits, okay, which is what monkeys are supposed to do. Uh, you can live off of fruits actually, and they're probably going to be the best for you, okay? So, um, let me see the eggs, and I'll probably just do another video on this to be honest, but the eggs and some of the farmhouses or the slaughterhouses, they are they're doing things very, 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 very uncivilized, or not uncivilized, but very, very, very they're doing things which you would not want to participate in, especially with the products that are coming from the animals that they are holding in the houses. You don't want to participate, or you don't want to put their products in your body, because everything is energy, right? So you got to understand that the karma that comes with partaking of these specific places are going to keep you in a karmic system that is not going to benefit you until the point that you learn to stay away from them, right? And by that I mean that you can continue to, if you want to, but eventually it's going to teach you not to, because this karma, it can be heavy for you unless you're willing to deal with it for humanity, you know. But I'll probably do another video on that. It's karmic accumulation, right? And is getting into the systems of karma and feeling out animals suffering, you know. This is kind of bad. I've touched upon this a little bit, and it's not so good. It's kind of bad actually. So I'm just gonna keep it right there. Try a Sattvic diet. Non-Sattvic foods, for example, these are just simple: eggs, milk, dairy milk, meats, fish, um, some of the heavier foods. You know, so stay away from these foods. Also, research Sattvic diet to get a wider understanding for yourself. Okay, so do thank everybody for watching once again. Peace out, one love, and have a great evening.